All right, hello everyone. Thank you for watching live on Confessions of a Hockey Fanatic, and of course, Happy Canada Day. And this is, probably my first foray into the blogging or live blogging of some of my video game. I finally figured out how to get my face there up on the screen. You can, of course, tell that I'm right up there in the right-hand corner, and well. So, if you're not familiar with what I do as a tradition for every year on uh, quick logo there, I've been in my Canada Day hockey jersey, and today we're going to be playing a little tournament that I've been doing for the past 13 years here. Of course, hello Canada, all to my Canadian friends. So we've uh, well, all right. Let's start from the beginning, in case for those of you just joining us. And Confessions of a Hockey Fanatic has had a long-standing tradition. It's been in the longest running hockey blog, and it's been one of the most uh, progress. Well, I wouldn't say progressive, but it's been on the cutting edge of blogging evolution. Of course, I was the first one to add video and audio podcast to my blog, and like I was a lot, and of course, I was the first hockey blog. So back when I'm in 2002, and when I was still living up in State College, I did, of course, did a lot of studying, but then I also learned a lot about Canada Day and I made a lot of new Canadian friends up there, and one that particular summer, July 1st, I had the original PlayStation, and so I just said, hey, why not build a tournament to celebrate Canada Day uh, and make all eight NHL franchises or eight Canadian NHL franchises playing a tournament to determine the Canada Day Cup champion, which is right over here. Of course, well, I have my flag in there sticking out. Whoop. But anyway, there. So today we were going to be doing it for 2015, and of course the rules were that all eight franchises, including Quebec, were going to be a part of the tournament. Of course, it's matched up with Eastern and Western, so that hopefully at the final we're going to have like an Eastern and Western uh, opponent. Of course, some years when NHL, EA Sports didn't quite arrange it that way, so sometimes the format was a little bit mixed up, where they reseeded the teams, and it was ended up I think one year it was two Eastern League teams, so or Eastern Conference. I'm sorry. So anyway, I've been doing this, and I've been simulating every year with every new franchise that's come out. So of course, NHL 15 is the most up-to-date one, and I've given the rosters all up to date. Of course, this being also free agent frenzy out there, I've of course up to date all the rosters up there as well. So of the people that signed on July 1st and with a new team get to be on their new team squad as well. So, uh, let's use the new up-to-date roster. So let's begin now. I'll go over to go over to playoff mode. And now, one of the things that when I first started in 2002, I like I wanted to get all the even teams, so then I started, like calling. Well, we'll just call the Coyotes and Avalanche in there as the original Jets and Nordiques, and they were allowed to use their throwback uniforms as the original Jets and things like that. So that's how I got the 8 original Canadian franchises in there as well. So sometimes the Avalanche slash Quebec won the Canadian Cup. If you can go back onto the blog there and look at some of the past histories of how many teams have won, I think. Um, some of them have won multiple times. When I simulate these games, usually the best team usually, the team on paper usually wins. I've had a few upsets though. I've had, I believe Toronto won it one year when they didn't really have a good team on paper. So maybe it just simulated out. Maybe it was just a bad year for all the Canadian teams. But anyway, yeah, I have to move along here. So let's start a new playoff, of course. Uh, Going with, and of course, they are all matched up with the Eastern, Western, and of course the regional rivals. So when we're gonna do the round one, you're gonna have the Battle of Ontario, the Battle of Alberta, the Battle of Quebec, the like different provincial rivals with the Winnipeg and Vancouver, like I guess the two. Sorry, I don't mean any disrespect, but the two oddball um, franchises that I guess get paired up as well. So all right. So we don't want, we're not going to make this a long video, and so we just want to make it a best of three. Of course, with me rambling on and on and on, it could be a long video, but let's move it on here. Continue OCT simulation. Okay. Continue. Moving on to the teams. Okay, so naturally it just defaults to these several players here, teams. So let's switch these out to, okay, I believe that one went to, wait, we want to move the Colorado, gets paired up with, of course, they represent the Nordiques. This one, of course, will be the Maple Leafs and Ottawa Senators. So they start there in their best of three series. Now over at the West, they would have to have the Vancouver Canucks. And here's where I also had this one debate a couple of years back when, since now that the new Winnipeg Jets or the old Atlanta Thrashers had been existing now, do I put the current Winnipeg Jets in there, or do I want to like amalgamate the Phoenix Coyotes and Atlanta Thrashers and call them the whole complete Jets? I don't know what the deal is there, but yeah, like so I'm going to decide on uh, going with the current Jets franchise there. So let's add in the Edmonton Oilers. And of course, now there's another thing too I have to note with this format. Unfortunately, NHL 15 will not allow me to bring in Connor McDavid. He hasn't signed with an NHL franchise as of yet. And he's also an underager, so I couldn't move uh, Connor McDavid over to the uh, uh, Edmonton Oilers since he was just recently drafted by them. So unfortunately, we're going to play Edmonton with the with everyone else, with everyone the current roster, with exception. We'll put in Connor McDavid next year when we do this. Hopefully you will all join me, and perhaps you're watching me live on Confessions of a Hockey Fanatic blog. I have this all set up onto the blog there off to the right hand side of the blog. Just look up under my name and bio, and whenever I'm playing and broadcasting live, we're gonna have to do this. And of course, I also plan to upload. Like you could be watching this now on replay on my YouTube channel, and so we will uh, start the playoffs. Okay. Now this was a best of three series. Now we'll just move it right along there, and of course simulating. We can do this real quickly, and my plan is to show you the clinching game. So, like if that all works out, then fine. We may have to go and edit some things, and of course, the replay then up to my YouTube channel will have to be a little bit more delayed. But hey, this is of course my first foray into broadcasting live on my website. So, all right, so we got the Battle of Alberta, Edmonton, and Calgary. See how their first game, and Calgary takes it. Let's see, we got the New Jets versus the Vancouver Canucks. Simulate there. Winnipeg. No real shock there. Winnipeg's doing really good so far with new acquisitions and turnaround. And let's see. So we got, of course, I remind you that that's not the Avalanche in there. I know it's, like you see the logo there. We're just going to have to pretend that it's the Quebec Nordiques in there as versus the Canadians. Or when we if the Avalanche moves on to the final round, of course we'll see them in their Nordiques uniforms. They of course have won the Canada Day Cup several times in the course of the 13 years that I've done this. Let's see. So simulate it, and Montreal, of course, takes it there. So we've got the Leafs and Senators first round. Simulate that with Toronto winning. Ooh, that's a little shocker. And of course, we all know that Toronto has been a little, rebuilding. So, all right, we're going to go through this simulation a little bit faster. I just wanted to make sure that everyone watching at home and or maybe live or live to tape there on YouTube or my uh, blog, Confessions of a Hockey Fanatic. Of course, you also might want to subscribe to this channel here at Twitch. Of course, I want to thank them for hosting this. Well, kind of hosting. This is going to be hosting the live stream of it. This is, of course, my first time ever that I've done it after 13 years of celebrating the Canada Day Cup with this tradition. This is the first time you guys get to be a part of it. All right, simulate. Ooh, Calgary puts down the Edmonton Oilers and moves on to the next round. Let's see. And Winnipeg moves on to the next round. Of course, these are all final. I'm not going to resimulate. I'm not going to keep doing like best 2 out of 3 simulations there. Like, and I'm just whatever wins wins. All right, so we got here. Ooh, okay. The Nordiques tied it up at this series. So let's see what it does there with, and Ottawa ties up the series. So we go back again for all the marbles here, and Montreal takes it. So no, I guess we don't get to see the Quebec Nordiques throwback jerseys this time around because we're only going to simulate, and I'm going to talk through the final matchup here. So, all right, moving right along. Ooh, Ottawa. See, I don't want to do any favorites, but all right, sorry, Toronto. Alrighty, so we got for the western side, we got Calgary matching up against Winnipeg. Simulate. Calgary's doing really, really well. I have, of course, brought up some new young talent now, and they're really accelerated their rebuilding process with a lot of new guys, new fans, and of course they dumped out some of the old, and uh, so let's okay. let's save the commentary for the actual game and let's then get through. Let's schedule out. Winnipeg tied it up there. Ooh, okay. Montreal is in the finals. They swept Ottawa, so will we see the Montreal Canadiens hoisting the Canada Day Cup right here? Right here, folks. Canada Day Cup. And simulate one more time. And who will they face? Oh, Calgary Flames. Okay, so this year, it's official. We're going to have the uh, Calgary Flames versus Montreal Canadiens. All right, since this is a best 2 out of 3, we're going to, of course, simulate this game because, well, Calgary can win this next one and win the cup. So let's go moving on here. So we got the Flames are 5-1 versus the 4-2 Canadiens. So let's now play the game here. Of course, now to be fair, because I know I'm probably going to have a lot of people out there like watching this and say, oh, they really want their team to win and represent Canada and win the Canada Day Cup. And I don't want to play either team, so I just want to simulate it so it's fair. You know what I mean? All right. So let's give I'm a big fan of the throwback jerseys as well. So let's call this Montreal, since they are home. I guess they were represented as the home team. Alternate, of course, we'll go with the. Do we want to? There we go. That's a little bit better. We will go with the traditional Calgary Flames as well. So we will make sure that the game settings are fair. Okay. Pro style, simulated, hybrid icing, delayed offsides. Okay, that looks fair. Okay, that's okay. So we're going to simulate. If this doesn't work, then all right. Now, of course, you see my hands now. We're just gonna. I'm just gonna talk over, and of course, I'm going to maybe even not edit this. Maybe we can do a little bit of editing as well. Thank you for watching those rounds. All right. And unfortunately, I can't fast forward through this. Uh-oh. Yep. There's Mark Giordano. I guess he was listed as the captain of the team. Carey Price, of course, winner of all the awards. Winner of all the awards. Could he bring a Canada Day Cup to the Montreal Canadiens as the best teams, best Canada? I think so. And Jonas Hiller with a undefeated record and a 1.80 goals against average in this Canada Day Cup. So, all right, let's turn this. Hopefully, you guys can hear me out over the. All right. I turned down my headset a little bit there. I can't hear myself talk. All right, but we started out a little strong there. Oh, and there it is. Calgary starts out pretty quickly. I might have to get a beer with this. we might be here for a while. Of course, I had my Canadian pride. Now, of course, I am not. Let me just clarify for those of you watching either live on my blog or live to tape on YouTube or wherever you might see the recording of this. I myself am not Canadian. I just happen to be very enthusiastic about the Canadian culture, and since I'm the hockey fanatic, I have since made plenty of Canadian friends, and I just talked over the goal announcements. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I have many Canadian friends like that, and of course, and in some small way that I too have I celebrate Canada Day with a certain amount of flair, and I do this tradition with simulating the hockey tournaments of all the different teams. Oh, here we go. There's another. See, we might not have to edit this after all. Like we got Calgary's really running away with it here. If they might clinch it here against the mighty Montreal Canadiens, the vaunted Montreal Canadiens. Of course, they somehow find themselves once again grasping defeat from the jaws of victory, because I don't know what it is about them, but they seem to be so awesome on paper. They seem put aside and find all these great athletes on the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, I am a great big fan of Michel Therrien. He's a great guy. He's spent a number of years out here in Pittsburgh as the Penguins head coach, and he's earned everybody's respect here. If he were to run for mayor, and I bet you Michel Therrien would win, but yeah, patriotic trying to turn things around for the Canadians. Now, what else can we talk about here? Oh yeah, because today all the big news, since it's July the 1st, of course, the NHL free agency period has begun. So Phil Kessel is now a Pittsburgh Penguin, and everybody's been weighing in on the internet and talking about it. And some people think the Leafs were hosed. They didn't get enough for him like that, or some people were wishing him good riddance, and some people were really being really mean about him. And I thought my first impressions when I saw who the Penguins had to give up to get him and acquire his services, I thought it was a little bit too much. I thought the Penguins are playing with this real win now philosophy. Like that, I guess they're getting real anxious and they want to get back into the elite category. Ever since their past string of 3-4 years of getting behind, and losing. Like in the first or second round of the playoffs, and taking these early exits is really starting to bother them, and with Crosby trying to be the best player in the world, and he was billed as the next Gretzky and the next one, and when we see all these other teams lifting up the cup and building their own dynasty, wait a minute, that should be us. That us as in the Penguin. The Penguins should be up there with the elite teams. Like they should be vying for the Stanley Cup and be there all the time. But sadly, no. And we've been bringing in some elite players, but we've been giving up a lot of young talent to do it though. We've been bringing in some young, pretty popular guys. So we gave up Kasperi Kapanen, one of the Finnish players that I remember. His dad just finished playing about a year or two ago, like it announced his retirement. But he was a long time Carolina Hurricane. Ooh, there we go. Calgary jumps out to a 3-0 lead. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this might cinch it here. I think we might have seen the Calgary Flames taking a lead that might be insurmountable here. Nice shot there by Yuri Herdler. Carey Price is normally such a stalwart there in that but he's in some trouble. Of course, we see Zach Cassian on his line, Michael Frolik, a couple of recent acquisitions there, playing for their appropriate teams now. This is all current roster, current as of July 1st. Now, of course, I've got my Molson. This isn't a commercial, but if you do want to sponsor my broadcast, of course, I'm going to be doing this on a week-to-week basis, and consider this maybe even the first. Ooh, how about that? Another goal. This is really turning into a rout on Montreal's home ice here. Sam Bennett makes it 4-0, and yeah, it's just Mikey Therrien, what are you doing? You might have to pull him. This might be it, yeah, this might be up there. So, well, maybe Bennett might actually could get MVP of this tournament. So he's got 2 goals so far this game. But as I was saying, it doesn't necessarily have to be a hockey or Canadian-related product or anything like that. If you want to advertise here, I'm going to be planning on doing a weekly game of the week type of thing, where I'll be, of course, playing the actual game, not simulating it here online. Now, there we go. So we got to look to a close of. This is only still the first period, so granted, Montreal can come back. If they settle themselves down and perhaps get themselves together. They could still come back. They still got 2 periods. Alrighty, so I don't want to talk over. I of course muted the guys talking over, the broadcasters with Doc Emmerich and Eddie Olczyk. I didn't want to, and of course I've also muted all the music to it, so that hopefully when I do upload this to YouTube, and if you're watching there on YouTube now, I won't get flagged for any kind of copyright infringement. So alrighty, so far let's just check the stats. We got Canada with 1 more. Canadians got 1 more shot than Calgary, and time on attack looks about even. Passing. Okay, both have 5 penalty minutes for the fighting. And then Montreal's dominate. Got 2-1 in face-offs. You'd think they would be winning this game, and it's just this whole one-sided affair here with 4-0 Calgary. We might get to see Calgary lift the cup here. So let's continue moving on. So, and of course, my other I have to tell you my other traditions of I gotta say I'm big since I'm a big Canadian fan and enthusiast, and I really like the culture up there up north. Tim Hortons, good stuff. Like it, I had some of that later on. Now, of course, that is not a. I would say that's an endorsement, but not official. Like it, they didn't pay me for it at all. I'm just saying, hey, I do enjoy the Timmies, and we don't have any Tim. Well, we just got one in on the other side of the city in Pittsburgh. I have not been to that one yet. I go up to Erie and bring myself back some, and got some Canadian beer as well. So, of course, we're back to more of the same here again. We've got to Montreal has to find a way to stop this onslaught of offense here with the Calgary Flames. The Flames are burning them. Let's see. All right, there we go. Some little half-hearted cycling until at least get a nice shot off of that. Like this Plakanich hit the shot. I don't know, I didn't get to catch the number, but all right, so Mason Raymond poking around. Petrie to Descharnay. Raymond again picking it up on the loose puck, and number 21. 20. If you have 21 in your back, you're pretty much awesome. There's Michael Frolik, another. Oh, there we go. Carey Price says no. He let in 4, but no more. Carey Price is going to take control of this game. We have just under 11 minutes and in the second period, and I think we're almost, I guess, halfway there. So this is where they say no more. They're going to turn the game around. Then if you do that, we're going to have to simulate and cut this all out and simulate another game, but oh well. That's the plan anyway. If Montreal wins, you're not going to hear any of this. I'm just going to say all this all over again. Put it, yeah. Alright, so some of my old, I'm neither a fan of either team that we're watching here. I'll get either with Calgary or Montreal. Two great franchises, of course. I know some. I don't know. I guess I would have to say that I don't have too many fans in either these franchises there. So I don't know. I do know a lot of Toronto Maple Leafs fans. So I know some Vancouver fans. Ooh, there we go. Nice shot there. Let's see if there's anyone. Check the. If you want to. Check. Let's see. Montreal making a comeback. We haven't seen. I haven't called any of PK Subban at all. He hasn't really done much. I've seen him a couple times on the ice. I don't know where he is. He hasn't really been all that much of a factor defensively. Sometimes they will actually highlight him and put him in the giving them some big hits to different players and things like that. So there's Smith Pelly over there. There's Subban right there dropping off. Oh, he could have had an assist on that, but got some sustained offense here. Like, let's see if they can at least get one. Montreal needs one here. Oh, of course, Jonas Hiller sets it up. So, I don't want to get out of the shot here. Alrighty. Good too. All right. Well, I guess they didn't get a second goal or a first goal there at all. Look at that. Carey Price finally deciding to say, no more. Making a couple awesome stops there. So. Let's check out the go. I want to. All right. Now I saw a couple of messages liked up in the room there. Like I guess maybe I missed them. If you want to retype those in the room, I'd appreciate it. Okay. All right, let's move it on. Now, of course, when I do my game of the week, I want to, of course, have sponsors for this. No, wait till talk. I don't know. All right. And I want to talk over the stadium announcer. And Montreal needs a goal here quickly to get back in this. Patriotic can do it. Patriotic can do it. Oh, man. Johnny Hockey. Johnny Gaudreau comes up the wing. But Montreal's taking... there's PK. Can PK bring this team back? No. How was that? How was that not offsides? That looked pretty weird. Well, of course, we're simulating this. I don't know if sometimes the players will do things that are very realistic. Like every once in a while, a little glitch. But going around. Oh, delayed penalty here on Montreal. That's not very good. That's not good news at all for them. So now they're going to have to kill off the penalty. And is that Zach Cassian? Oh my. Zach. You just got here. Oh man. You just got here, Zach, and you're pretty much sealing the deal here for the other team here. I hope that it doesn't actually happen in the pros for real life. But giving up a penalty this late into the game and your team down 4-0. Oh well. Oh! Shove it home, but no. Interference. Man, Montreal cannot catch a break at all. You know, as I was saying, this is the Confessions of Hockey Fanatic. You might be watching live on my website, hockeyfan@blogspot.com. Oh, there we go. And that pretty much puts it out of reach there. And they're still on another power play. So, Mason Raymond, congratulations. Mason Raymond. Well, he does score some clutch goals now and then. He'll show up on the scoreboard. I know him through being a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and he will he will pick his spots from time to time. But oh, they're going to put in Tokarski in there. That's interesting. They pulled him after the fifth 5 goals. There's Markov wraps it around it, pretty heavy. So, whoa, hey, that was almost an own goal right there. Yeah, that's what I was saying, that sometimes these simulations glitch out a little bit there, and kind of, the simulation of the thing doesn't quite match up with what they might do in real life. I don't think EBFs happen this often in real life games. But anyway, we're just trying to simulate what might happen if this were the Canada Day Cup. Of course, for those of you just watching, I want to remind everyone that this is the Canada Day Cup 2015 for the Confessions of a Hockey Fanatic blog. I'm your host, Hockey Fan, Hockey Nights, as I am known on some other live streaming websites, and you find me a lot of on the other blogosphere as Hockey Nights, KNIGHT. So, all right, what else is going on in the world of hockey? That is. So, a couple of other big signings. I think, of course, Calgary did pretty good, or pretty well, I should say. Mind my manners there, and use more of a proper grammar instead of. One does not do do good. One does well. So I want to thank everyone for watching us. I think we're going to go down to under 5 minutes here. It's going to roll by pretty fast. So I don't think Montreal is going to catch up to them. And we will see the Calgary Flames be announced as the Canada Day Cup winners for 2015, the simulated tournament of Canadian all 8 Canadian franchises. So it's been fun. I think I had some real learning experiences here. I think I know what I want to do next time around when I do start up my weekly Game of the Week feature on. Of course, you can watch me live when I do it on my blog, or when I upload it to YouTube. That will be, I guess, more on-demand type of thing like that. But if you're around, just happen to be checking out the blog, you might be watching me tape it like I am now. All right, but ooh, there we go. We almost had a fight there, so we got just a little over a minute there. And Jonas Hiller shutting them down. Big time shutting them down. So this has been, I think I've been, I guess I would say, a big success. I think I'm going to start liking to do this more often. I think, hopefully you guys will turn out and watch this. I'll, of course, post this up onto my Facebook page and give some notice. And, of course, maybe you out there watching at home would like to, if you want to see me do a rematch where I can either do one of the two teams instead of just simulating the game and talking over it, I'm going to actually be playing the game. This, I just wanted to simulate both teams, so then that way it'll be fair. I'm not giving one team the advantage over the other. So, of course, this is for the championship, so I wouldn't want to upset one fan base over another. So, I guess I would have to say that. Oh, there we go, 6. They have to rub it in the Montreal Canadiens' faces like that. I think do this on their home ice there. Dennis Weidman. Denny Weidman. California, geez, where is he at from? Yeah, he used to play in LA Kings, I believe, out there in California, but he's now Calgary Flame. The Flames are burning them. They're toast. So I have to say, all right, getting down here to the. Well, like we've seen a couple other people sign in during the free agent period. Of course, saw Paul Martin go to the Sharks. We've seen Boston pick up the highly coveted Matt Bolesky. And there it is. Your Calgary Flames are, of course, that said Stanley Cup champions, but we're going to say congratulations to the Calgary Flames as Canada Day Cup champions for 2015. They outlasted all the other Canadian teams. Have I said that enough during this broadcast? Have I sold the idea to you enough? Yeah, this has been really. Oh, yeah, Mason Raymond got the, I guess, MVP trophy. We're going to watch through the simulation. I don't know if I would call him the MVP. Maybe I'll have to check out some of the other stats. Of course, we're going to go and check out some of the other stats as well. So there we go. Calgary Flames hoisting up the cup there in that simulated celebration there. So, alrighty, look at the stats there. A 6-0 shutout. So, and just absolutely burned them, torched them. The Flames torched them. All right, go to what is it? Yeah, the Canadians shot them, which is gets kind of typical when Montreal was down that much. They, of course, had to shoot that much more to get back into the game. 82% passing, I don't think is, it's a little underdone, I think. Face-off won 12-10, so they kind of evened out with the face-offs. And there was, I guess, those couple penalties there pretty much killed them with the couple of interference penalties. There was the recent pickup of Zach Kassian from Vancouver. Really did not do them any service. Let's just hope that he doesn't do that in real life, I guess, huh, Montreal? Unfortunately, I don't know any French. I took Spanish in high school, so all right. So I think we're going to quit out of that game there. So all right, I don't want to do hold on to this very much longer, but other than just to say thank you for watching. Of course, this has been a great first time. I think I'm going to start doing this more often. Okay, let's go back over to here and go Stats Central and see who was actually leading the playoff stats there. And the entire league, like of the all 8 franchises, looks like, yeah, Mason Raymond did lead with 10 points there. If you think I screwed up there, back talking a little about maybe misspoke somewhere, or maybe screwed up some facts or two. Hopefully I didn't. I try not to, but maybe if I fumbled through some things that I wanted to get myself across and maybe wasn't clear enough, please leave a few comments down in the bottom of the screen there, and we can talk about it later. And let's see how many. Whoops, that's not, wait, I wanted to, sort is L3 actually. Alright, sort the How many goals? Yeah, Mason Raymond, Tomas Pakanic came in second there with 4 goals. So yeah, I guess Mason Raymond was the MVP of this tournament. Uh, Sam Bennett, Mark Scheifele, Zach Cassian, even though he was a little controversial there in the key game, he's up there in the goal category. Yeah, I guess since they played more games than everyone else, you're going to see a lot of Calgary Flames, and that there's Yuri Talusti, or as I call Lusty to Lusty. This is Kyle Turris, stated like that. So, all right, let's back out of there. So we guess we see some of the playoff performers there, and of course, want to take a look at the tree there for a final look there as the Calgary Flames win this year's tournament as sweeping. How about that? Montreal had swept the series before they themselves get swept by the Calgary Flames. So I guess that would be your story of the night here with the Confessions of a Hockey Fanatic. All right, thanks for watching this broadcast. I think I should shut up now instead of rambling on and on and on. But I do, I'm really starting to enjoy this. I'll have to let you guys know when I'm going to do this again live and do a live weekly broadcast. So my name is Hockey Knight. You can watch me at hockeyfan at blogspot.com, or you can just search Confessions of a Hockey Fanatic, or you can subscribe to my Twitch channel at Hockey Knight 1921. So you can find me there, like, and subscribe, and it will let you know when I'm broadcasting my next game. So, all right, thank you very much. Congratulations to the Calgary Flames for winning, and go Canada. Although I am not Canadian, I do appreciate all my friends up there in Canada and want to wish them a very happy, safe Canada Day. Thanks for watching, I think. Well, I still haven't come up with yeah, because that was my other channel that did thanks for watching. Hmm. Still haven't come up with a send-off line yet. Eventually I will. Bye.